July 3rd, International Drop a Rock Day, and then you drop your rock so that other people can find it and it makes their day, makes them happy. Put a inspirational word on there if you want, draw something on there, or just make some cool colors. So that's what I'm going to do. Give yourself time, because remember, after you pour or paint on your rocks, you need plenty of time for them to dry completely before you put on the resin. All right, so if you choose to not do, this is the kind I like the best, the art resin. There are other kinds too, but if you choose not to do the resin, you want to do some kind of spray or something to seal it, that's okay too. But the resin takes time to dry as well. So we're talking a few days to dry, a few days for the resin to dry, and then give yourself time to also write a message in between, like before you put the resin on. So I'll show you my setup here. I'm in husband's garage. Okay, so let me turn this around so you can see my setup. Okay, so here's what I have out. I decided today, you can see how I've propped things up, and then I put, you know, I need the kind of gimbal that has the handle that pulls up, but I didn't know there was that kind until I got this first. Here are the rocks. This one is old, and so I'm going to just paint right over that. And then I've got all my colors here. So this is kind of a light peachy colored, two different kinds of oranges, yellow and black. Now, and here are the cups, stir sticks, and gloves. Okay, so what I was going to say is make sure that you have the pouring type of paint. If you don't have this ready to pour type, then remember that you have to put some in your cup and you have to add this to it, the Floetrol. And I've got some videos on that. And you can see that it's almost 50-50 of how much you have to put in. It's more than you think you do, more than you think you need. And then you're going to stir that up really, really well. Okay, so I don't know where I was on this. I think I was mentioning something about the silicone. So when you put your paint in, you'll see as I do it, you decide that you want some of those tiny bubbles in your rocks. They call them cells. You want some kind of design that it's going to make. With these little small bubbles, you're going to put some silicone in. Okay, so here's our setup, and we're going to get started by putting our paint together in the cups. Remember, it's already the Ready to Pour brand. I'm sticking with this theme of oranges, peach, and yellow. I might paint words on there in black, or I might mix the black in there too. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so what... Can you, Bill, I'll cut this out. I'll cut this out. Get out. Get out. I'll cut it out. No. Oh, boy. Okay, so anyway, let's start. So the first part I'm going to do is put it in the cups. I like clear cups. If you don't like clear cups, that's okay, but I feel like you can really see your layers, of course, a lot better. But then it might be a fun surprise to layer up your colors like lasagna and then pour onto your rocks, and then it's kind of a surprise. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to put my gloves on. I'm going to put the paint in the cups, stir up a little silicone in one or two of them. I'll bring the camera back around and do it close up so you can see what it looks like pouring over these. So this orange is called Vivid Orange. I think on maybe the orange, I will do silicone. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to take this one here. This is just Pouring Masters Silicone Pouring Oil. Okay, I have another one right here too. 100% silicone oil. All right, so like I said a few minutes ago, I like to put a nice big glob in here. There we go. Put the lid back on because things are slippery and I don't want to drop it. Stirring. Okay, the one right in front of me with the Vivid Orange is the silicone one. Next, I'm going to do Flesh Tint. I'm not going to do silicone in that one, but I think I will in one of the yellows. I'm also going to show you a way to do this when you have all pouring types. Wow, this one's super liquidy, where you don't have to add any Floetrol, and I'll show you how you didn't have to do an extra step like I'm doing. Just make sure that they're all shaken up. Okay, so here we go. This is what I was talking about, where you don't have to put them all in separate cups. Little bit a lot. Layer it any way you want. Here comes the other yellow, just a blob. More orange. More of that, kind of a light peachy color. Two different kinds of yellow. And we're just about done. If you want to do smaller, I'll show you where it's just like it's just barely a dab of each color. You can do it like that. I was a bit heavy-handed on the yellow, but we'll see how it looks. Let's add a little more of the vivid just on the top. Just a blob on the top. Okay, I'm going to turn things around so you can see me pouring here.